Hello everyone, this is Ashish and today we are going to calculate the electric field strength um, outside and inside any point of the spherical cell. So this is a question you can read out. This is the same as I have discussed. So let's start. This is the spherical cell and we are given a uniform charge density sigma, which is surface density because it is a spherical cell. So let's assume a dA element. This is dA. Let's assume a dA element on the surface of this spherical cell, and we know that this is the radius r. So it basically makes an angle theta with this area element dA. This is z-axis. So this is the point where this is outside the point where we are calculating the electric field strength due to this spherical cell. So this is the radius r of this spherical cell. This is the z distance of that point, and if we connect the area element to this point, this is the ri vector, and this is the dE. This is the dE, d electric field due to this area element. So from the cosine law we can write it as Ri square. Basically, cosine law states that the side in front of the angle between two sides is equals the square of that side, uh, and the summation of these remaining two sides minus 2 this side product and cos theta. The theta is angle between those two sides. This is cosine law. Here we know that if we calculate the dE, only the cos component which is in this direction, the cos component remains, and sine component will cancel out. This is the cos component. Let's assume a psi angle. Uh, this is the dE cos psi which will remain, and sine component will cancel out due to the symmetry of this spherical charge. Um, so only cos psi component of electric field will contribute this electric field. So the electric field is basically given by k dq upon, because this is a small charge dq, so this area element contains this dq charge. So electric field will be k dq upon ri square. Ri is the distance between source and the observation point. So dq is basically sigma dA, and dA is r square sin theta d theta d phi, because r is constant, so dr is not included here. This area element comes from this is spherical coordinates. This is the r, and if we assume this area element, this is the area element, or if you assume that this area element dA and this is the angle theta, and we know that a small change d theta, this d theta, so this is r. Now we can say that from the formula arc equals angle into radius, so this will be this side, or this side will be r d theta, and since mm, uh, this is r sin theta, the perpendicular to the z axis from this area element is r sin theta. This is r, and this is r and this is r cos theta, so this will be r sin theta. So if we um, if we put project on this axis on this side, I mean to say that phi is the angle of the perpendicular between the x-axis and the perpendicular down on the that axis, and d phi is some displacement, so we can say this is d phi, this is d phi. So simply arc into arc equals angle into radius, so in this way this will be r sin theta into d phi. So r sin theta into d phi, this will be the this side of this area element, so area element will be r d theta into r sin theta d phi, so which is basically r square sin theta d theta d phi. So now EP is the net electric field on the P point. This is the P point. This is the P point. So D equals phi, and put this expression in this, cos phi remains same. And since cos phi, what is the cos phi? The cos phi, this is angle psi. So cos equals A upon K. This is the this is A means R, and this is upon this is, sorry, this is A, this is A, and this is the K. So Z minus R cos theta upon में Ri. Okay, so this is the cos phi. You can say we know that in spherical cell the angle of d theta would run from 0 to pi, and d phi will run 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, that is circle, and this is 0 to pi. Okay, so put this expression, we got this expression. Now put cos theta equals t, so derivative of cos theta minus sin theta d theta equal dt, and put this value of cos theta and minus sin theta dt in this expression, so we got this expression. And now we I don't put limits because limit will change, so I will further put the limits. This is what we get after putting cos theta equals t, and now put z square plus r square minus 2 z rt equals u square, so we got minus u du minus zr equal में dt equals dt. So now put this t value, put this value of t from here to here, so we got this expression, and put substitute dt with minus u du upon zr, so we got up to here. This is the simply integration part. This is simply integration part. Yes, up to here. This is up to here. This is simple. Now further, as here I don't include these limits of u and t, so I want to just substitute t by cos theta. So as t is, as I have assumed that t equals cos theta, so I put t equals cos theta in this expression. So this will this EP will become as it So put this limits 0 to pi. So this is the theta limit, theta goes from 0 to pi. So put this expression, we got this value ep equals rz plus a. For z equals for z is greater than r outside the sphere, as this point is outside the sphere. So take the positive sign of square root of z square plus r square plus 2zr, which is basically this. For pi equals theta equals pi, it will become plus sign. So this will become 2k z plus, this becomes plus sign. So a square plus b square plus 2ab will be a plus b ka whole square, a plus b whole square. So and this is the square root, this is the square root of, and similarly this one. So for plus sign, this will become z plus r, or this will z minus r simply. So expression of ep will becomes this 4k pi sigma r square upon z square z cap. I mean in net electric field will be in the direction of z cap. For z is less than r, which means inside the sphere. So take the negative sign, and we put the negative sign here, and the expression will become 0. So inside the sphere, as there is no charge inside the sphere, so there will be no electric field inside the sphere, spherical cell, sorry. And since sigma equals total charge upon area of the spherical cell, which is 4 pi r square, r is the radius of, and the expression ep becomes this kq upon z square z cap, which is basically a electric field due to a point charge q at a distance z. So we can say that for the spherical cell, we can assume all the surface charge at origin. So that's it for today. Okay, thank you.